If you keep losing money in crypto, I'm going to tell you exactly the reason why. Now, if you're new to trading crypto, stay until the end of this video as I will be breaking down my exact strategy of when I will be buying. Now, to begin with, straight on the daily time frame on BTC, I said to you exactly where you should be taking a long leverage position in my last video. Now, I called the regions between 65 to 63K. And now if you took this position, I would move my stop loss to break even. Me personally, I did not take this position, but I'm going to be looking for a short position and I'll go in that in a bit more detail in a second. Now, we are currently in accumulation phase once again on BTC. So price has currently been accumulating sideways. This could be your potential manipulation and this could be your distribution to the upside within this region. So I'm looking around the regions of 72K on BTC. Now, if we fail to hold those levels, it's likely that we're going to continue coming to the downside. Now, zooming out on the monthly time frame to confirm with you, I'm still looking to the downside short term. The levels that I'm looking at on BTC to the downside is sub 50K. Now, this can happen quite aggressively and it will be an emotional move to the downside. We are currently in extreme fear and it's likely that this move to the downside will result in mass capitulation and leverage trades being wiped out. So we want to pay attention to that move to the downside. Now, coming back onto the weekly time frame, we can see price has come in 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks into this order block and tapped into this 78.6 level as well. Now we got to remember we are at the end of the month and on the monthly time frame, we want to see how we close. We want to see if we can hold this region of 65K, the 78.6 OTE level. If we do, for some miracle, come back up above this level here of 74K, this is a clear bullish sign and we're likely going to continue moving to the upside. However, that doesn't mean we won't get the move to the downside, that quick, aggressive, emotional manipulation to the downside, then we'll get that bigger move to the upside. So what I'm seeing on BTC right now, on the weekly time frame, let's see how we do close on the weekly and also on the monthly. But the most important thing is my targets to the downside still remain open, sub 50K. Now, in terms of your strategy of buying BTC, Ethereum, and your alts, this is the time we should be buying. We are in the discount side of the dealing range. Anything below this 50% dealing range is known as your discount side. And this is the time for you to be accumulating. So therefore, if we come deeper into these levels at 60K, 56K, 54K, 50K, etc., we should be accumulating. Now, I myself have been accumulating around these regions, some BTC, some Ethereum, and mostly on the alts, which I'll go in on a second. However, the main thing that you want to be paying attention to is where do we react from here? And when we do come down, where will we be buying? Now, that's my strategy on BTC for the short term. Now, coming on to some of the alts on the daily time frame, let's just take a look at where we are currently at. Now, I've been calling this coin since the beginning of my channel, Algo. What we can see is Algo has come in deep into the discount side of this dealing range. And what we can see is we've had a bullish candle. This daily bullish candle has wiped off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 6 candles within 1 day. Now, if we look to the upside, and this is why things can begin to change drastically just from 1 or 2 candles, because one candle can wipe out all of these candles down here. One weekly candle can wipe all this out and we will come back into the lows of last year. So we want to pay attention to what we are buying. Now, I've called it many times in my channel. The coin that I've been dollar cost averaging on is Algo, Virtuals, and Game. So let's go into Virtuals. What we can see in Virtuals right now is as we've been coming down, I've been dollar cost averaging, and we can see that we've come back up. We're up about 15-20% on the day. And on Game, we can see on the daily time frame, we've got a strong bullish candle. you can see my buy entries down here. So we can have a look at how much I'm up. So this is 50%. And from this buy down here, I'm basically up 100% there. So I've already 2x my capital on that. Now on Ethereum, what we want to look at is there's a plain chart down here. Now let's analyze Ethereum top down. Weekly time frame. Let's put in our key areas. So we've got sell side liquidity here. And then we also have buy side liquidity here. Now let's mark on our dealing range. Now remember, our dealing range consists of two things, the discount side and the premium side. As soon as we enter into the discount side, that's your sign to be buying and loading up dollar cost averaging on the coin itself. So we already know we are in the discount side of the dealing range, so we should be buying and accumulating. Now on top of that, if we pair that with some other PDAs such as this fair value gap, and we have an order block that's resting just down here as well. So we can mark on these key things. Now this goes to the newbie traders that don't understand ICT and the ICT strategy. We are in the discount side. We've rejected off an order block fair value gap, and we've just been moving sideways over the last 4 weeks. Now, usually it's a good sign if we begin to move sideways, because this is what drives the market. We need accumulation first. We get the manipulation, then we get the distribution. So currently we're in the accumulation phase. Can we get the manipulation? And it could be to the upside. Then can we get the distribution to the downside? So this distribution to the downside will basically be the same as BTC tapping within the regions of 50K. So that's what I want to be looking at. Now we're in the accumulation phase. If we go on the daily time frame, nothing's actually changed. Okay, we've printed one bullish candle. We've taken out let's just call that about 15 days of price action. We could just come into the top of this accumulation and come back down. And that's what I'm going to be looking for. Now, I didn't get to take a long position here, but I did accumulate on quite a lot of my altcoins. So what you want to be looking at for leverage position to the downside, and this is not financial advice. Please read the disclaimer below in the description. Now, what I'll be looking at is if price can come into this area down here, just above 2K, let's just call it 2.1K, 2,150. Those are the regions I'm going to be looking at to take a short, and I'm going to ride that short to the downside, because that could be a strong aggressive move to the downside. It's a short update. I'm not going to go into any other coins and analyze any other coins. However, if you have any recommendations on any coins you would like me to analyze using the ICT strategy, please comment below. And if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. I trade ICT on crypto, and I also do regular videos to give you a market breakdown in the crypto market. So hit that like button, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.